Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a really important topic that affects millions of people worldwide: skin cancer. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't that something that only happens to older people who spent their whole lives sunbathing? Well, that's a common myth we need to bust right now. The truth is, skin cancer can affect anyone, regardless of age, skin tone, or how much time you spend outdoors. That's why understanding it, knowing how to protect yourself, and learning how to spot the early signs is so crucial for every single one of us. So, what exactly is skin cancer? Simply put, it's the uncontrolled growth of abnormal skin cells. This often happens when unrepaired DNA damage to skin cells, most often caused by ultraviolet, or UV, radiation from the sun or tanning beds, triggers mutations. These mutations cause the skin cells to multiply rapidly and form malignant tumors. There are three main types that you'll hear about most often. First, there's basal cell carcinoma, or BCC. This is the most common type of skin cancer, and luckily, it's also the least dangerous. It often looks like a flesh-colored pearl-like bump or a pinkish patch of skin. They grow slowly and rarely spread to other parts of the body, but it's still vital to get them treated to prevent them from growing deeper and causing damage to surrounding tissue. Next up is squamous cell carcinoma, or SCC. This is the second most common type. It might appear as a firm, red bump, a scaly patch, or a sore that heals and then reopens. SCC can grow more quickly than BCC and has a higher chance of spreading, so early detection and treatment are key. And finally, we have melanoma. This is the one you hear about most because, while it's the least common of the three, it's the most serious. Melanoma can develop within an existing mole or appear as a new, unusual-looking spot on the skin. It has a much higher tendency to spread to other organs if not caught early, which is why it's so dangerous. This is where knowing your ABCDEs comes in, and we'll get to that in just a moment. The biggest risk factor by far is exposure to UV radiation. This includes sunlight and artificial sources like tanning beds. Every time you get a sunburn, you're causing direct damage to your skin's DNA, which increases your risk. But it's not just about those painful, peeling burns. Even a tan is a sign of skin damage. Other risk factors include having fair skin that freckles or burns easily, a history of sunburns, having a lot of moles, a personal or family history of skin cancer, and having a weakened immune system. It's important to remember, though, that people with darker skin tones can also get skin cancer. It's often diagnosed at a later, more dangerous stage in these individuals because there's less awareness. So this message truly is for everyone. Now, for the most important part, what can you do? Prevention and early detection are your two superpowers in this fight. Let's start with prevention. The golden rule is to protect your skin from the sun. This doesn't mean you have to hide indoors all day. It just means being smart about it. Seek shade, especially during the peak sun hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wear protective clothing. Think long-sleeved shirts, pants, a wide-brimmed hat, and UV-blocking sunglasses. And of course, use sunscreen. You should be using a broad-spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 30 or higher every single day, even on cloudy days. Apply it generously about 15 minutes before you go outside, and don't forget to reapply it at least every 2 hours, or more often if you're swimming or sweating. And please, please avoid tanning beds. There is no such thing as a safe tan from a tanning bed. Next up is early detection. This is where you play a direct role in your own health. Get into the habit of checking your skin once a month. You're looking for anything new, changing, or unusual. Use a mirror to check your back and other hard-to-see areas, or ask a trusted partner or family member to help. This is where the ABCDEs of melanoma come in. It's a simple guide to help you identify suspicious moles. A is for asymmetry. If you draw a line through the middle of the mole, do the two halves match? If not, that's a warning sign. B is for border. A benign mole has a smooth, even border. Melanomas often have irregular, scalloped, or poorly defined borders. C is for color. Most benign moles are all one color, often a single shade of brown. Look for moles that have multiple colors, like shades of brown, tan, black, or even red, white, or blue. D is for diameter. Melanomas are usually larger in diameter than a pencil eraser, which is about 6 millimeters, although they can sometimes be smaller when first detected. Any change in a mole's size, shape, color, elevation, or another trait, or any new symptom like bleeding, itching, or crusting, points to danger. If you notice any spot on your skin that fits the ABCDE criteria, or any new spot that just doesn't look right, or a sore that won't heal, make an appointment with a dermatologist right away. Don't wait. It's always better to be safe and have it checked out. When caught early, skin cancer is highly treatable. The 5-year survival rate for people whose melanoma is detected and treated before it spreads to the lymph nodes is about 99%. That's an incredible statistic, and it highlights just how vital early detection is. If you are diagnosed, your dermatologist will discuss treatment options with you. For early-stage BCC and SCC, this might involve a simple excision in the office, creams, or other procedures. For melanoma or more advanced cancers, treatment may involve surgery and, in some cases, immunotherapy, targeted therapy, or chemotherapy. The advances in treatment over the last decade have been truly remarkable, offering more hope than ever before. Living a sun-safe life and being aware of your skin is one of the best things you can do for your long-term health. It's not about fear, it's about empowerment. By taking these simple steps, you are taking control and giving yourself the best possible protection. Make skin checks a part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth. Teach your kids about sun safety from a young age so it becomes a lifelong habit. If you're feeling worried or anxious about this topic, that's completely normal. Remember that knowledge is power. If you have concerns, please talk to a healthcare professional. They are the best resource for accurate information and guidance. Thank you so much for tuning in today to discuss this incredibly important topic. I hope you found this information helpful and empowering. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more health and wellness content. Share this video with your friends and family. You never know whose life you might save by spreading awareness. Stay safe, be well, and we'll see you in the next video.